For me, being a delegate is being a global citizen, having a voice for the youth. I think we need a generation who can solve problems, a generation that can work together to find solutions to the problems that we're facing. And I think you get all of this from being a Model United Nations delegate.
The world is a lot bigger than we think. Some of us are limited to a very small amount of knowledge, and when you come to places like this, you realize that there's a lot that you haven't seen, that you haven't been exposed to.
I've gained a better general world view. I've gained a sense of the problems that are going on in the world and what I could do to change things in the world.
You can only benefit from encouraging young people to become leaders.
South Africa rejoined the global community in 1994 with the first democratic elections. And of course the Institute had for many, many years been engaged in creating an understanding of why it was important for apartheid to be removed and it was important for South Africa to rejoin the world community. And therefore when Model UN was launched in South Africa, it made infinite sense for the Institute to play a key part in bringing together the youth to engage on global issues.
We've been taking part in Moby United Nations debates for well over a decade now, and we found it very beneficial for our learners in terms of just expanding their viewpoint on the world.
It's extremely challenging. They know that Model UN isn't for sissies. Preparation starts in the beginning of the year. It involves a lot of research in the library. It involves visiting the tutors at SAIIA on a very regular basis. They learn not to plagiarize. They learn to back everything up because they're constantly having to refer back to their research. They become clearer about what they want in the future. They become more motivated. They start seeing themselves as part of a whole rather than just an individual. You literally see them maturing in front of your very eyes.
About how you're representing your entire country. I'm not representing to have opportunities that would put them in a position to alleviate.
And like what was happening in South Africa during 19.
Actually, I've seen it to be a life-changing experience where you get to see learners, interacting on international issues, not just school or local community issues.
And the girls have been taking some roles in this Model UN competition for quite a while. But it's really grown in the last 2 years, especially into this enormous production.
We have kids from private schools, we have kids from your government schools, you have kids from your high earning families and your lower earning families. Those are kids that under normal circumstances would never interact with each other, but they got the chance to do that today.
I've gained a lot of new friends and I've met a lot of interesting people.
They then realize that they actually have the abilities to compete, even against the most prestigious schools, and to actually have their voices heard and take a stake in what's really going on in their lives. And that's an incredibly powerful experience. I mean, we've got grade 8s and grade 9s who can now comment on why South Africa is involved in environmental work in Zimbabwe, or how we can actually help against drought conditions in Sahara.
We as Uganda,
Pakistan stands firm.
We as the Republic of India.
You're representing a country. You've got to put yourself in that country's shoes, irrespective of what you think, and actually be that country in a debate on something that you might have very different views on yourself, and you've actually got to, it helps you to change your own mindset and at least appreciate where different people on different sides of an argument are coming from.
The Kingdom of Malaysia believes the use of child labor.
Ecuador encourages.
We urge our fellow delegates to acknowledge that lasting peace can only come from within.
Now I'm able to see different points of views, because when you're playing a country, you have to act like that country.
That's why we proposed the introduction of UN peacekeepers.
But what is China's opinion on sanctions? By us encouraging you guys to sign this policy, we know it's going to be best for your country.
Okay, let's go and negotiate. Can we negotiate?
Us all agreeing is never going to happen. So we have to compromise.
That's why we say we agree to that policy, but we'll just add the thing that we do not want sanctions anymore.
Bangladesh and America agreeing.
Basically, in our resolution, but we are pushing.
Our two countries agree on many things, so we're hoping you'd sign with us.
To join our countries together and sign the same resolution. It will help us build a better economy.
I now actually know the different dynamics and the economies of many countries across the world.
How few decisions from a few people from different places can affect everyone else.
So it's really important for us to know, like, while we're still young, how South Africa makes its foreign policy and what shapes South Africa's foreign policy.
5 yes votes and 4 abstentions.
Peru voted against the first proposal. The Republic of Mozambique is pleased with the consensus reached with Canada, Malaysia. And
the need to come together, the need to be able to learn to cooperate, both within a nation and with other nations, is the most important, I think, challenge that our youth faces going forward.
There really is a major, major difference with the learners, because now they've got this whole new world of international relations open to them.
Through this program, a lot of people are learning how to be better leaders. We're inspiring more people to go into the United Nations, go into the World Stadium and make a change and lead South Africa.
I highly advise people to be part of it and take part.
If you have a thirst for knowledge and if you want to use that knowledge to impact the world, this is definitely one of the best facets to do that.
I always tell my learners that, education is not just bookish. You need to know what's going on around the world. And after all, our world is becoming a global village. You need to know what's going on around, and then you should have solutions to what's going on. Actually, my learners, I tell them they are a solution to the problems that we have.
What's so important is to educate children and specifically learners and the youth that will become the leaders of tomorrow.
They learn that the individual can make a difference, that they can actually progress, they can be involved, they can be informed, and they can actually influence and change the way the future of the country is going and the continent. They're not just learners, they actually are the leaders of tomorrow, and they've been empowered through this program to do so.
Such programs are actually grooming future leaders.
I'm more knowledgeable now.
I have definitely become a more peaceful and understanding person.
I believe it shapes you as a person.
I now know that I have the power within me to change the world.
You actually get so inspired to do more, to change more.
I am a delegate.
I'm a delegate.
I am a delegate.
I'm a delegate.
I'm a delegate.
I am a delegate.
I am a delegate.
Become a delegate.